Good evening, fight fans. Welcome to another episode of JF Boxing TV Live. I'm your host, Jack Fletcher. And this evening we've got WBO Super Welterweight European Champion, Mr. Hamzah Sheeraz. Hamzah, how you doing?
I'm all good, Jack. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm very well, mate. It's been a long time coming. I think your last fight was last December in Birmingham. Midlands Mayhem, Frank Warren, Ryan Kelly. It was a tough fight, but at the back end of the fight, you put it on him and you got him out of there.
Yeah, no, exactly. I don't want to dwell on that fight too much because I got a job to focus on tomorrow night. But it was a good win, and like I said, we move forward now.
How was it how did you feel after you won the European title at such a tender age? I mean, what are you, 21 years of age?
Yeah, just turned 21 last month.
Okay.
But it was a good feeling. Obviously, you get a title, you get a world ranking. But at the time, you don't really think about that. It's just you got the win, and that was it. But when I come home and you put your belt in the trophy cabinet, and you realise you wake up every day and you see it, and you realise you're a champion. Obviously, it's something different compared to winning and not winning a title. But now it's all about defending it tomorrow night. Hopefully, I'm not gonna go in there and give up my belt. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go in there and still walk out with that belt as well, man. So that's the plan.
Obviously, there's been a lot of restrictions over lockdown and COVID-19. How's your training differentiated from the previous training camp in terms of life circumstances at the minute?
At the start, it was obviously a lot. It was I was training on my own in the park and doing it, like I said, Rocky style. But when professional athletes got the green light to train in the gyms, was back in the gym, got tested before I went in the gym. Everyone got tested, made sure I was in the right environment, taking the precautionary measures, and just training hard, getting the right sparring. And here we are. Do you know what I mean? Literally 24 hours away from fight night and raring to go.
How are you feeling about the fight?
Confident as always. Never underestimate an opponent. Always going in there with a smart head, and I've got a game plan. Hopefully, we'll stick to it. And like I said, get the job done and get it done in good fashion.
Let's talk about Paul Keane. I mean, Paul Keane's a southpaw, orthodox. He's a switch hitter. He fights on with a lot of counter punches. He's never been stopped. I watched the virtual press conference with yourself and Dev and Paul as well. He seems highly confident that he's going to cause a major upset. To fight somebody with that kind of style, with that kind of technique, who changes stances, who's a smart, clever boxer, who's highly confident, how do you fight someone like that?
Just gotta listen. You just gotta get on with it, really. Like, obviously, the good thing about this opponent is, God willing, I get the win. It'll be another box tick. It'll be a southpaw, a tricky fighter. Whether he comes forward, boxing the back foot, prepared for both. And yeah, man, just like, obviously, it's a good thing he's confident, because I would rather him be that way. Because then at the end of the day, I've beaten the best Paul Keane there could have been. Do you know what I mean? And there's no excuses after like I said, God willing, I beat him.
I mean, with Paul, he's not been stopped, but then again, Ryan Kelly had not been stopped as well. And at the back end of the fight, you put them massive body shots in, crunching body shots. I actually witnessed that ringside myself. Yeah. It was a fantastic performance. You've got a massive support network as well. A lot of people were supporting you that night, but it all changes this time round. Yeah. You're going to go into a ring with no fans at all, and normally you've got a huge army of fans chanting your name. How do you think your mindset will adapt to that type of environment? Because it's a brand new thing for all boxers in all sport.
Yeah, I think the way to answer that question is, listen, at the end of the day, we're fighters, and what we do is we get in the ring and we fight and we punch each other in the face. So regardless of who's on the outside or even who's on the inside, we just get the job done at the end of the day. So hopefully it won't affect me too much. I don't think it will anyway, because I'm a stronger-headed person as it is. And yeah, man, like I said, I'll get in there and do my thing, and hopefully afterwards I can go around, see my fans and everything, see my supporters, sorry. And yeah, but I don't think it'll affect me too much. I'll get in there, do my thing, and come out victorious, inshallah.
At 21 years of age, you're in a sort of a fantastic position to get to where you need to be in the boxing world. I mean, to get a victory over the line tomorrow night in emphatic fashion, hypothetically, you get a win, you secure the win. I mean, what are you setting your sights on within the next 12 months?
To be honest with you, I don't want to overlook Paul Keane at all. Do you know what I mean? So Hopefully I'll do an interview with you after the fight and we can chat about that then. But as for now, it's just all about tomorrow night. I've got my mind focused on that. And yeah, man, we'll see what happens after tomorrow.
Have you got a fight prediction?
A win. Guaranteed win, inshallah. Guaranteed win. I'm not going to say how or whatever, but I know I'll definitely get the win.
I mean, normally you're facing a boxer who's either southpaw or orthodox, who fights in a certain way. But Paul Keane's a different kettle of fish. He fights in various ways. He switch hits. You know, he does a lot of counter punching. He's got a unique style.
Yeah.
To be against someone of that caliber, I mean, how do you prepare for that?
Listen, I've been boxing ever since I was 8 years old. I've come across every style you could probably imagine, literally like every style. I've boxed internationally. I've boxed everywhere, really. So if things like this faze me, then I shouldn't be in the boxing ring, to be honest with you, because I've got obviously world title aspirations, and I'm not here to waste time. And things like this, like, they shouldn't affect me at all. So I'll get in there, like I said, and do my thing, and God willing, do it in spectacular fashion.
Just moving away from the fight and moving on to sort of Hamzah, Sheeraz in the early days. I mean, what inspired you to get into boxing in the first place?
It was my uncle, actually. It's always been, boxing's always been in the blood. It's always been a thing that runs in the family. But when I was little, like I said, my uncle took me to the gym. Went to the gym, never looked back since, and now look, I'm a European champion at the end of the day. So it's only up from here, onwards and upwards, as I say.
You look very focused. You look very confident. You've already stated that you're going to get a win over the line. You're not looking past your next opponent, Paul Keane.
Not at all, yeah.
What's the plan now then? Just sort of kick back for 24 hours and just to sort of let it all sink in?
That's it. The weight's been made now, so it's all about just focusing, slowly zoning out. Tomorrow I'll be fully in the zone. And yeah, just get on with things, get in the ring. And it's been I think like 8 months since I last fought. So listen, training's been well, obviously with the team, Eddie or my uncle and everyone. It's been very well, actually, training. I've had Colin McMillan on board as well. And yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to getting in the ring and getting on with things.
It looks to me like you've got a very close relationship with Eddie Kelly, your trainer. How pivotal has he been in terms of developing you as a boxer over the last sort of 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, he come on board for the last fight, actually. Like a midway camp last fight, he come on board. And obviously, as you see, he done the corner and everything. And I've known Eddie for like ever since I started boxing, ever since I was 8 years old. So he knows me better than I know myself at the end of the day. So having someone like him in the corner is just, it's just like second nature. It's not really it's not really one of them emotional relationship type of things. It's just Eddie knows me and I know Eddie. He's basically like he is family. Do you know what I mean? So going in the ring with him, he knows me better than I know myself, really. And I don't think you can go wrong with someone like that in your corner.
I think it's fair to say now, Hamzah, that because you're 21 years of age and you've already secured a European title, there's a lot of hype being generated off the back of your performance, and rightly so. I mean, you've gone into most of your fights and you've literally blown these guys out of the water. Yeah. You know, even though, you're super welterweight, you've got a lot of punching power, a lot of power, and you do stop a lot of opponents. Does that add a certain amount of pressure to your game at all?
No, I wouldn't say not at all, because I've never actually gone for the knockout in the last fight. They've just come. I've caught them clean, and obviously I've caught them at the back end of a good shot, and the knockout's just been there. So I'll just continue to do what I do. I'll never ever go looking for the knockout, because when you look for it, it never comes. Do you know what I mean? Once you stick to a game plan and you do what you're doing, it eventually comes anyway. So providing come tomorrow night, I'll be ready for it, man.
I know you don't want to sort of move away from this fight too much, but I will ask you the question.
Yeah.
How far do you feel in your heart of hearts that you can take your boxing career? Some people feel at the British title level, some people at the European title level, some people feel they can get to world title level. But looking at your age and where you're at the minute and how far you've got in such a short space of time, that's been recognised. So from your personal point of view, Hamzah,
yeah.
How far do you feel?
Like I said, I know I said it before. I've been boxing since I was 8 years old. I've dedicated my whole life to this craft. If I didn't think I'd go all the way, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it no half-heartedly. Like I said, I think anyone who's in boxing, unless they're obviously journeyman, they're getting paid, getting paid for a living. I don't think they should be in the sport at all. If your main focus ain't to win a world title and go all the way, then what's the point of being in the sport? Do you know what I mean? You've got fans that are buying tickets or tuning in, as they are tomorrow night. That everyone's tuning in. Why waste their time? Do you know what I mean? You got to give it. You got to be honest with yourself. Be honest with them, and that's it, man. That's why I believe I'll go all the way. I always have been, always will.
Is there any one person in your weight division that you've saw that you thought, you know what, one day when the time's right, I would like to fight you?
Not at all, because I literally take it a step at a time. Like, honestly, you don't know what's around the corner nowadays. Do you know what I mean? So I just take it step by step, and like I said, get on with things, man.
Okay. So we've gone for a comprehensive Hamzah Sheeraz stoppage tomorrow night. It's live on BT Sport. The show starts at, is it 7 o'clock?
7 p.m. it starts. Make sure you all tune in.
And you're fighting just before the main event?
Just before the main event, yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Hamzah, any final words at all?
Just everyone, make sure you tune in tomorrow night, and God willing, I'll put on a spectacular performance. And that's it. See the rise of Hamzah.
The rise of Hamzah. Hamzah, it's been great talking to you. Thanks for coming on to JF Boxing TV Live. And I'll talk to you again soon, mate.
Cheers, Jack. Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, Hamzah. Cheers.
Bye-bye.